game, you can't just stop playing the game and play the score.
Redick again. Knocks down another one. J.J. Redick has 15 points. That's his third three of the game.
What's the record, and pardon me, Marv Albert, when I say this, for garbage points?
By one person?
Yeah, by one person, because he's close right now.
Shumpert to miss. At what point is it no longer garbage time? How close do they have to get it for this to be a real game again? Here comes Tyson Chandler back into the game.
Well, I would say for Mike Woodson, it's obviously now, and I don't blame him.
And the foul will send Davis to the line. So here comes Chandler.
The foul is on J.R. Smith, his fourth, team's third.
Mike Woodson keeps putting his starters back in there, except for Carmelo's back on the bike.
It's even got Carmelo back on the bike. He was ready to relax.
Meanwhile, Stan Van Gundy is staying with his second unit. And they've been playing, quite frankly, with more energy than the first unit did.
Yeah, more care factor. Putting a lot more into it. They're limited, but at least you're seeing like Quentin Richardson, you know, battle. Give Earl Clark credit. Coming out and playing hard.
Shumpert to Baron Davis, 8 to shoot. Davis for 3. Clark the rebound. Crowd starting to grumble a little bit here at the Garden. There was a party atmosphere just a few minutes ago. That's gone right now. Tough turnaround by Clark. And the rebound down to Shumpert. The Magic have cut 20 points off the deficit. Shumpert, tough driving layup.
Well, just too much quickness for Redick. Gets him backpedaling, and Quentin Richardson knocks Shumpert down. Now, you remember, Richardson leveled Shumpert with an illegal screen. You know, Richardson is a tough guy. And he'll take some shots at you.
Spent 4 years here with the Knicks. Shumpert, the rookie, having the best night of his NBA career. A career high 23 points for Iman Shumpert.
He's been inconsistent from a shooting standpoint, but you know what you're going to get from him from a tenacity standpoint.
Backdoor cut by Redick, stolen away by Shumpert, who's in the top 10 in the NBA in steals this year. Almost 2 a game. Tries to split the defense. Redick picks his pocket. Earl Clark. And J.R. Smith with a rebound for the Knicks. Chandler to the rim. Rejected, but a foul is called. Glenn Davis called for the foul as Chandler goes tumbling into the first row under the basket.
The Orlando foul is on Glenn Davis, his first, team second.
Looked like a good block by Glenn Davis. But this is also why, that's a very good block by Davis, but this is why you don't want to have to put your starters back in. And where the second unit of the Knicks let Mike Woodson down. Because if you have to put these guys back in, and then Tyson Chandler, who's had some injury problems in his career, gets hurt trying to get control of the game again, you're obviously in a tough predicament going down the stretch of this compressed schedule.
Chandler doing a pretty good job on Dwight Howard, limiting his opportunities more than anything. Picked up 3 fouls in the first half, defending Howard, but Howard, whose night presumably is done, will now, Jeff, have scored only 20 points total in 2 games against the Knicks this year. They'll meet again one more time down in Orlando.
Chandler was a big part of Dallas obviously winning last year. And he's not going to beat himself. He's going to come ready to play. He's going to know strengths and weaknesses. And frankly, the Magic need to add somebody in the offseason on the perimeter who has some quickness to create his own play. Doesn't need a screen, who can catch, beat his man off the dribble.
So reliant on the three-point shot more than any other team in the league. Baron Davis will reset. Under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Knicks up by 23. Shumpert again. Knocks down another one. What a night for Iman Shumpert, now at 25.
Convinced that very few knew that, but came back to Houston, and I had a couple kids stop me on the street and say, "Are you a moron?" Everybody knows that. And
Come on, mister.
I thought there were only 5 people who would know it. I think I was only one of 5 that didn't know it.
Now, had you even noticed the yellow dashes, or you noticed them and just didn't know what they were and decided not to pursue it?
I had noticed them. I thought they were decorative.
but in diminishing numbers over the course of the game. And the Magic on a run out, get a fast break layup. DeAndre Liggins out of Kentucky knocks it down. Well, just to make sure there's no confusion, the guys in the truck have decided to show you everything else on the scoreboard and what it means.
Oh, everybody's a funny guy.
Everybody's a funny guy now.
Yeah.
This is being done purely at your expense.
Yeah, in a blowout, thankfully, by the way.
This wouldn't have aired had it been a close game. So you've got the match. That's the most important one, because they sign your check. That one you got to know.
Yes, that's true. That's Wednesday. NBA Wednesday is today.
2 minutes.
Landry Fields. And it'll be a goaltend. Count the basket. The Knicks on their way to picking up a big win. 2 games up on Milwaukee for the 8th and final playoff spot at the outset of the night. They'll move above 500 to 26-25. The Magic will drop to 32-19. Ish Smith in the game now for Orlando as well. And a foul.
Their foul is charged to Jerome Jordan. His first.
The other interesting race for New York is if they can somehow catch Boston or Philadelphia. Boston and Philadelphia. Now, there's not that much time left, but if they can catch Boston and Philadelphia, they're within 3 games of both of them, then, Jeff, all of a sudden they're looking at a top 4 seed.
Well, if they could happen to work their way up, I don't think it'll matter. If you're 3 through 6, if you told me any of those teams won the first round series, 3-6, 4-5, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I'd be shocked. Even as good as New York has been playing, if they were able to beat Chicago or Miami. And the same with Boston. I think they could give them great series, but to actually beat them 4 out of 7, I think would be very difficult.
So, first job, make the playoffs. Second job, try to get up as high as 6th if you can. Jordan rejected by Clark. Into the final minute here for the Garden, with the Knicks up 26 on Orlando, led by as many as 39. Glenn Davis. Going to be some regrouping for Orlando tomorrow. They'll fly home tonight, take on Dallas Friday night here on ESPN. J.R. Smith with a great move, couldn't knock down the shot. Davis with the offensive rebound. I think one thing people will remember from this game, Carmelo was great in the first half as Davis scores again. But the effort tonight from Iman Shumpert, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in 32 minutes. As those who are still here rise to their feet at the Garden in appreciation of a one-sided win. Late in the second quarter and then all through the third quarter, the Knicks just demolished Orlando on their way to a big win here tonight. 2/10 of a second shot clock violation. Orlando will have to inbound it, and that'll end it. Another rule you'd like to see changed.
Are you kidding me? They're so precise on some of this stuff. Oh, my.